Welcome to the Morning Mayhem Show with the Morning Crew, Tommy and Mama Manny.
And your host, Jim Amato.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to today, March 24th. It is a Thursday. It is day after SATs. We made it through. We made it through the SAT, PSAT day.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Very little disruption. Not too many batteries dropping on the Chromebooks. I think we did pretty well. Yeah,
I was worried.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah.
But it looked like everything did work out pretty well. So we're happy about that.
A day today.
And it is an A day today. We skipped yesterday. Yesterday is a no day, and that's why we weren't here. There was no day. Today is also National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day. National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day. Our kids used to eat tons of those, along with goldfish crackers. Not together with goldfish crackers, but that was their snack.
I like chocolate and I like raisins, but I don't like chocolate covered raisins.
I don't mind them. I like the yogurt covered raisins too. But you know, you never would put chocolate on a grape. So I don't understand how chocolate covered raisins work. You know, you never think about, hey, let me take this raisin, dip it in chocolate. It's delicious. Then you take a grape and you go, that's gross.
Yeah.
Is today Friday or Thursday?
Today's Thursday. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's also National Cheesesteak Day, which I don't suggest you dip in chocolate either, but it is delicious.
There was a restaurant that used to offer chocolate dip cheesesteak.
No,
sir.
Yes, I will have to find that. Hold on.
Find that.
Something from the Big E.
Hold on. Maybe,
But if you're going to go to
maybe
Philly,
it was at the Big E. Maybe that's where I was.
Yeah, they'll deep fry anything.
Yes.
And if you're going to have National Cheesesteak Day, maybe a trip to Philly would be the right way to go to see the birth of the cheesesteak. National Cocktail Day. On a Thursday is probably not a great idea because it's going to make Friday National Calling in Sick Work Day. But today is National Cocktail Day, so find your favorite flavored liqueurs and spirits and enjoy your afternoon. It's a good day because it is kind of rainy and miserable out there. And that's for adults only, if 21 and older.
Thank you for sliding
maybe
that
35 and older. Yeah. Don't forget, too, that today's quote of the day is, not everyone can be famous, but everybody can be great because greatness is determined by service. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. Martin Luther King Jr.
Very good.
Yeah, that was a good one. It's a good one to start the day off.
Solid.
Class of 2022 National Honor Society meeting is today. That meeting is today, 2:05 in the Media Center. Don't forget to be there. You are expected to attend. Expected is underlined. Make sure that you're there. Class of 2022, you also jump into the fun for the entire class. I believe that is April 8th that you're going to be going to the Air Farm. What is this? The Air?
Cheshire?
Yeah.
Extreme Air.
Extreme Air. Air Farm would be a good one, too. Actually, it sounds like some place that just makes oxygen. So maybe that isn't a great name for a trampoline park. But join together and have a little fun bouncing around on the trampolines there. National Honor Society, together with Woodland Worldwide, is presenting Women X Women, an event organized by the Jackson Laboratory. I always want to say library. Jackson Laboratory. That is going to be March 30th from 12 to 2 in Woodland Media Center. This event will explore and research. It's going to address age-related diseases and share journeys of women who are pursuing careers in science. And if you have any questions, go see Mrs. Lesh or Mrs. Gary. If you're looking to support those in Ukraine, don't forget Made in United is setting up donation centers. Click on the QR code that you see in the building or see Eric Mead or Paul Gary for any more information. This is sponsored by the class of 2022 as community service support. DM3 is going to be hosting the Spring 84-Hour Film Challenge this weekend. March 25th starts tomorrow, goes to the 28th. If you have any questions, see Mr. Riello in room 219 for additional details. Love 146 will be coming in and talk about human trafficking, and they will be talking to Woodland Worldwide on Tuesday, March 29th. If you need more information, see Mrs. Gary. And don't forget, March is Women's History Month. Today's book of the day is the Life Tree. It is a quest for truth. And if you need more information about that, stop into the Woodland Media Center and ask all about it. Woodland Tryouts for cheerleading are going to be starting in May. You've got a month to get prepared and get ready for that. And the Best Buddy Prom, sponsored by Isabella Tottenham for her senior project. If you would like to help out, go see her and find out how you can help on April 29th. That's 3 to 8 p.m. And the class of 2023 National Honor Society meeting, you're going to be showing up next Wednesday. You are expected to attend your meeting on March 30th next week. And don't forget to listen to us live every morning at 7:15 a.m. or thereabouts. Time now for the news. T-Minus 60 with Tomlin.
Morning. A couple top stories to start your day. First off, U.S. President Joe Biden and world leaders open a trio of emergency summits on Thursday with a sobering warning from NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg that the alliance must boost its defenses to counter Russia's invasion of Ukraine and, quote, respond to a new security reality in Europe, close quote. Stoltenberg commented as he called to order a NATO summit focused on increased pressure on Russian President Vladimir Putin over the assault on Ukraine while attending to the economic and security fallout spreading across Europe and the world. In Moscow, President Vladimir Putin announced Wednesday that Russia will demand unfriendly countries pay for Russian natural gas exports only in rubles from now on. This is seen as an attempt to artificially boost the value of the ruble, because if you have to convert your money into ruble, it's going to create demand for it, which will increase the value of it, and also a way for them to try to stabilize the Russian economy. Putin told a meeting with government officials that, quote, a number of Western countries made illegitimate decisions on the so-called freezing of the Russian assets, effectively drawing a line over reliability of their currencies, undermining the trust for those currencies, close quote. It makes no sense whatsoever, Putin added, to supply our goods to the European Union and the United States and expect payments in dollars, euros, and other currencies of other countries. All right. Searchers in China find wing engine parts after plane crash. Hundreds of people in rain gear and rubber boots searched muddy forest hills in southern China on Thursday for the second flight recorder from a jetliner that crashed with 132 people aboard. No survivors have been found since the China East Airlines Boeing 737-800 dived into a mountain area Monday during a domestic flight, but authorities say they're still looking. All right, at the UN, some very exciting action at the UN yesterday. So the UN Security Council on Wednesday overwhelmingly defeated a Russian resolution that acknowledged Ukrainians' growing humanitarian needs, but didn't mention the Russian invasion that caused the escalating crisis, left millions of Ukrainians in desperate need of food, water, and shelter. To be adopted, little Byzantine partly bro for you, Russia needed a minimum of 9 yes votes in the 15-member Security Council and no veto by one of the 4 other permanent members, that being Anybody?
Ukraine.
No, the victorious allies of World War II. So the permanent members of the UN Security Council, for those of you out there who don't know, are the United States, Great Britain, France, and China, because them with Russia won World War II. Therefore, they formed the super club. Therefore, they gave themselves super special powers in the super club that they formed. Russia got the support of only China. All other 13 members of the Security Council voted no. This comes in the same exact day as the General Assembly started considering a resolution drafted by Ukraine and 24 other countries and co-sponsored by nearly 100 nations, which clearly states that Russia's aggression is responsible for the growing humanitarian crisis in Ukraine.
Yeah, we've finally been able to say that this is a war crime.
Yes, the multiple nations have begun to come out and accuse Vladimir Putin and the Russians of committing various war crimes. Russia's war in Ukraine has killed thousands of people, reduced entire cities to rubble, and forced millions to flee their homes. The largest military conflict in Europe since World War II has also upset the international security order and sent dangerous ripples through the global economy. There you go.
And they say that the Ukraine army is actually, the Ukrainian army is pushing back and cutting off supply lines. And there's 2 fronts, one on the west and one on the east, that they've actually cut off the lead platoons of the Russian army, and they have refrigerator trucks. I can't confirm the veracity of this. I just saw a report on TV, and I don't think they could confirm it either. But they have refrigerator trucks of the bodies of them because, as one of the mayors put, he goes, "We can't leave them laying on the ground everywhere where these battles have taken place." It's quite
Yeah,
morbid, but
there's a couple different things going on. So number one, sticking with that topic, there's great debate over the exact casualties of the Russian army at this point. Ukraine is claiming 10 to 14,000 dead. Russia itself, I think they're finally claiming 300 dead. The BBC has been doing research, and they have found a little over 400 names of soldiers killed. So there's at least that amount. So there's great debate over how many are killed. And if you take, like, let's go with 10,000. I mean, the highest, at one point, I think Ukraine was claiming 14 to 20,000 Russians dead.
that's
So
what they're claiming.
let's just say, like, there's 10,000 dead. That means there has to be at least 20 to 30,000 injured. You're talking now about 40,000 people affected by this with their potential families. That is a huge chunk. And the vaunted Russian military was supposed to just, within 15 days, overrun Ukraine and install a brand new government. I mean, it's just what the Ukrainians have been able to do against what everyone on planet Earth had deemed to be this unstoppable juggernaut is absolutely amazing. And the other thing that goes is that Ukraine is claiming, as of yesterday, that they believe because of their strikes on the supplies, the Russian military will be running out of food in about 2 days. They have plenty of bullets. Food will be an option that they run out of. And the Ukrainian population has not been providing them with anything. I mean, I apologize. I still love the image of the Ukrainian farmers who hooked up their tractors to Russian tanks that were broken down and just started dragging them away. Like the fact that you have Ukrainian farmers basically stealing Russian tanks with their slow-moving agricultural
Or the woman
tractors.
who went up to the Russian soldiers, and was asking them to put sunflower seeds in their pockets, so when they died on the streets, sunflowers would grow in their place. So I was like, man, these people are brave.
Yeah.
Plus, I heard the story that the conditions are so deplorable that soldiers are suffering from frostbite.
Oh, that's been going on, especially on the eastern side,
Yeah.
in the Eastern Front, for several years now. I mean, the fact that since 2014, trench warfare, and because of the necessity to use low-tech technology, because the Russian technology is so advanced, I talked about this, how the Ukrainians switched back to, Soviet era, like, wired communication just to counter some of this. You had, if you look at any of these scenes, they look like scenes from World War I. Similar sort of dugout trenches, the communication wires running everywhere. It looked like a scene out of 1914. Which, as students of history, you would be terrified, because World War I begins in, just south of Ukraine in former Yugoslavia. So, I mean, just that everything that was going on around that time period. I mean, the early part of the century is just not good.
Well, they're also saying too that even though they might have some, high tech stuff for the army, they're not as well trained. Because there's stories of these fighter pilots who are for the Ukrainian army that are flying older jets against the newer jets, and they're taking them on 3 versus 20, say, and they're keeping them out of airspace over Kiev. Yeah, like they're just running tactics they've learned from the United States Air Force. Like they've trained with them, and they've been using some of those tactics.
Well, NATO has been training Ukrainian soldiers up until about 2 months ago. So you had elements from all across NATO. There was units from the Texas National Guard that were in Ukraine about 2 months ago training Ukrainian soldiers. You've had elements of Polish forces training them. And it's important that Poland, Latvia, or Lithuania or Estonia train them, because they're fighting with the same former Soviet equipment. So they were able to just communicate with them and show them exactly on these machines what they are truly capable of. So it's an amazing story.
It is indeed, and it's ongoing. And that's the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. We're getting ready for spring sports here at Woodland.
It is going to be a little rainy today.
Yes, we have 7 teams to follow.
Oh, wow.
Our boys golf team will have a meet. Its first meet on April 11th, which is a Monday. That will be against Seymour at Oxford Greens. Both boys and girls track will have their first meet Tuesday, April 5th. That is against Derby and Naughty, and that will be at Derby in the new sports facility.
That is
absolutely
a beautiful facility. Beautiful. And
yep. Softball has 5 scrimmages to start its season. The second one is Saturday, 2 p.m. at Cheshire. Their first game is April 2nd against Ansonia, home at 11 a.m. Boys baseball has 6 scrimmages today. They have one
Wow.
against West Haven away. It's a 3:30 start. Their first game will be April 2nd against Ansonia, and that is home, and it's an 11 o'clock start. Girls tennis has their first meet on April 2nd, home versus Holy Cross. That's another Saturday game. That's a 10 a.m. start. Boys tennis starts the same day for its first meet, April 2nd. They are away at Kennedy. Remember Kennedy?
I do remember Kennedy.
Coach Gus.
Coach Gus.
And that's an 11 a.m. start. Good luck, all athletes.
Wow. So it looks like we're going to be busy even in the preseason.
Yeah, 7 sports. We got to cover them.
All right. So hopefully the weather will hold out and clean up a little bit as we get started into that spring sports weather.
Yes. We have NCAA play resuming tonight.
That is tonight.
Men and women's. That tournament's continuing through the weekend. And big news out of the NFL. Big trade to the Dolphins.
Oh, why do I not know this?
You better sit down, Coach.
Oh, no.
From the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Tariq Hill
Really?
is a Dolphin.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, baby. Check the news. I've
Are
been
you
waiting
kidding
for
me?
your reaction.
No, I did. I've been busy
What
with
is
volleyball.
Mahomes going to do without him?
I don't know. Wow.
Big bucks.
Wow. All right. That's interesting.
I made your day.
Yeah, you did. You did indeed. All right. I thought we were going to get Devontae Adams too. Honestly, I thought we were going to get some.
You're not. No. You might get Marquise.
Well, only because
Marquise
you're
Scallion.
NFC, and then we get AFC. This is an AFC transfer,
Yeah.
so he's still staying in the AFC. Usually, when you have a high-profile player, you try to move them out of the conference.
Marquise Valdez-Scantling, blah, 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 blah. He's still available. He was Devontae's backup.
No, I know. I was like, yeah, all right.
I see how it is.
Yeah. He can
Yeah.
stay.
When we have more wins than you, it's all right.
We have Tyreek Hill.
You do.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, there's a happy day for a Thursday. It's National Tyreek Hill Day.
I think it is.
All right. And if you're looking for us, find us here every morning at 7:15 a.m. And as always, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Morning Mayhem podcast. Morning Mayhem is broadcast live from Woodland Regional High School in Beacon Falls, Connecticut, each and every school day. Follow us on Spotify, Anchor FM, or wherever you find your latest podcasts. And for more information on the show, upcoming guests, and past episodes, visit our show website, morningmayhem.show.